My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. We are here in the Soul Savior mode in order to finally go in with random. Although, right, I should select these souls, perhaps. I kind of want to randomize, especially while we're still on Bloom. I'm waiting until I get all 3 of the soul slots before moving up difficulty. Then, yeah, just randomize. Just randomize. Just give me what you think is best. I'll figure out how to use it. We were given Slacy. Of course we were given Slacy. Oh no, and I don't have equipment in the base deck. Slacy. Equipped, the attached equipment gains 7 damage permanently, and on Slay, the attached equipment gains 2 damage and armor 7 permanently. So I'll look for equipment as soon as I can get one, so I can take advantage of that. We also have Sprout 2, gain damage equal to all infested stacks. On Siphon, gain plus 2 damage permanently when an infested unit dies. Cool. So that'll be good for the scaling for the damage for whoever is sitting behind the prickly puffball. 2 copies of Spawning Pods, 2 copies of Molded in the base deck as well. Dregs, those are all going to be removed. And Eager Conscripts. Oh, also Wing Spirit. That's really unfortunate. I do feel like there's a lot of the Pyre Hearts that are very good in this mode, and I feel like there are ones that aren't. That is probably the most what's the word I'm looking for here? Diplomatic way to put that. All right. Look, I'll put Slacy on a Spear Steward. I don't have anything for it, so it's not going to happen for a while. And Sprout on the other one, so it looks like you can only put 1 soul on each. Rectiflicker is our lead. Oh boy, yes please. Memorial Fund, gain 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. That's really good because each of the fungi is considered a friendly unit for the sake of that. I think Accumulator and then putting that behind the fungi stack makes a lot of sense here. I don't think trying to find a way to support Burn Bright, even though you get to like 250 is your stat line by the very end, I still don't think it's especially large. Oh, that would be... So I know it's been changed since, but there was a point where you could get offered 2 upgrades and the game would automatically pick an upgrade for a champion for you. So I know that's been changed, thankfully, but imagine had we gotten all of the harvest upgrades and then were forced to also pick Burn Bright. Draw -1 each turn, 75, yeah. That's how that one goes. So our bottom line is Prickly Puffball with a Rectiflicker behind. Next. Thankfully, I do have enough to actually push damage to that backline there. Wait, I don't? Oh, no, because it was dying on resolve. There's no infested units out there at the moment, so the Spear Steward wouldn't even gain anything. Oh my god, no! The Memorial Fund does not trigger on Mushroom Death. Ooh, that's pretty unfortunate. At least I can get a couple more dregs to die here. At least it still triggers Rectiflicker's Harvest every time. Oh, Drip Ball, Entombed Explosive. Some of the best pickups we could get here. Molded's not bad either, but I don't really have anything to mold yet. Entombed Explosive, of course, comes to mind. Yeah, look, I just really like having a copy of it. Oh, Green Recruit, you're also a great unit to let die. And Reform. Okay, Curse Afflicted. Bosses enter with Burst 2. Joker, spawn a Gear Mask. Enemies enter with regen 2, or a random floor loses 3 capacity. Yikes. I should probably try and get a weapon quite soon. Merchant of Arms, Lightforge, Merchant of Steel. That seems like probably a good way for me to head first. So we'll go over to TV the Unruly. An equipment or room card being offered for free is appealing. Universal Sword, gain an artifact. The only problem is the Celestial Alcove is so variable in its outcome. Like, if I go to the Celestial Alcove and it offers me the Stoat upgrades, like, it's ridiculous. But if it offers me... Actually, if it offers me Dante, it's ridiculous. There are so many ridiculous hits in the event pool. But I don't know, what if I go over there and I just get offered one gremlin consumable from another clan? I think because of how much I want a weapon in this deck so that I can start taking advantage of Slacy, I'm going to hit left so that I've got that armory to rely on. Merchant of Arms. I mean, Bloodthirsty Blade this early certainly seems like a good choice if I can find a unit that'll actually slay. It's also Fight Club. Overgrowth Carapace. I don't have a special interest in the Carapace right now. Capacity is going to be a little bit of a problem for a while. Let's check out the artifact. So Combustible Wax, when a friendly unit gains burnout, it gains 3 additional stacks. I usually want to keep burnout stacks low because usually, not always, of course, there's some decks where you just want to get a bunch of burnout. But usually I'm looking to try and minimize the amount of burnout so that if I reform a unit, it dies very quickly again afterwards because I typically want that. I'll take Winged Steel. Interesting. So Iron Tongue is a problem because Smith's Yud would get a lot of slays with it, absolutely, but it can't gain damage. It's not allowed to do that. Grow Room, units propagate 1 at the end of the turn. It's not bad. I think Boiler Room, and then I just pop that on the bottom line, and it's just all of my energy. I think Bloodthirsty Blade, and I don't currently have a way to utilize it. I think I've got to make the Boiler Room deployable. And then it's basically get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of there. Sentinel Titan Skin 1. Yeah, I really need someone who can wield that blade. I think, just because of how I'm actually going to be using them, let's... Prickly Bopple, I don't care about you gaining damage, but you might. So, if it might actually occur for you, I'll give it to you. And then... I mean, this is still probably got to be a... maybe a Shield Steward? Spear Steward. It's fine. There's our bottom. Double drag for the top line. Yeah. Wait a second. I can't do that in the other order. We'll be fine. Oh no! Spear Steward dies here because of course Longlash is attacking the back line. Would die in the front line as well. Oh no. Had nothing die to be reformed. I guess I just sack a different Dreg into that. If Prickly Puffball isn't taking any damage on the bottom line, I don't really do any damage on the bottom line. Alright, I'm gonna reset this. To take advantage of those Geomasks attacking the back line, and because I'm gonna be defending the front line anyway, I'm gonna invert the order of the bottom floor so that they at least attack my Prickball. And then I wonder if maybe letting the green recruit die on turn 1's a much better idea for us. I think so. No capacity to put anything elsewhere. Ooh. But I will take the spawning bod with the bottom line. Thank you. I don't think I'll be killing the Mother's Blade on top lane, which is a real problem. Yeah, even if I gave additional health to that line twice, wouldn't be enough. Yeah, that's really unfortunate because that's going to be another... Oh no, and you Hellborn Harvest off that as well. God damn it. These things have gotten so much damage from Hellborn Harvests. See, they say they've seen a unit die, but I don't. You didn't see a unit die? Huh? Huh? Memorial? Huh? Yeah, this is really concerning. I think I take 30 damage this turn, and then I just have to rely on winning the bottom line to not lose. I also just have to forego that collector. It's not going to be that. Well. Yeah. Unfortunately, Wreck the Flicker is not large enough. At least I'm only going to take 3 damage thanks to the Entombed Explosive on the next floor. Well, that wasn't great. I didn't like it. The enemy has invested on them. Look, the only one that's really worth bringing back is immediate explosion. How am I doing worse on this floor now? I was winning this a second ago, and then when I put more units down, I started to lose it. How did that occur? 1, 2, reform, Entombed. That's front. So we're fine. We win. But then if I Eager Conscript instead, we lose. And then I Eager Conscript again and we still lose. I don't really understand why that's happening, but I'm gonna do what the game asks. Well, all's well. I think I could take another copy of Molded in this deck. Infectory doesn't seem like it'll actually occur. Yeah, I don't really have another floor to put that on. Rot, just to throw at a boss, I think. I need some big damage to throw at some things, as I'm finding out consistently. Remnant Banner or Under Legion Banner, this one's got to be Under Legion, right? If it's Remnant, I'm looking for Harvest, and if I'm looking for Harvest, I'm all like it's slow plus slow. It feels like the wrong speed. I need something that has some sort of instantaneous impact to really help us. Quick Large Stone, exactly what I was hoping for. Accumulator +2. Yeah. So Spore Launcher, Rectiflicker bottom line, and then that's where we spawn our troops. Yeah. I'm gonna need additional capacity as soon as I can get it as well. It's got a Spear Steward and a Shield Steward. Giving quick, we don't really have good units that like want to deal damage, I guess. Like, I can give a Dreg the Wickstone upgrade. Doesn't really matter, but I can do it. I could just Large Stone and upgrade Prickly Puffball so we have a bottom line. And then the mid line Spore Launcher with thing behind. So Prickly Puffball is sweep before sweep. I'm happy with that. And then I'll give additional burnout and damage to one of the dregs. I don't think Quick is an appropriate upgrade for any of these, though. Yeah, I'll just have to save my money. I would have loved to see Endless there. Duplicitous. TV creates a copy of the front enemy unit on the floor at the end of the turn. If there are no enemy units, TV creates a Gear Mask instead, which dazes the unit that kills it. Actually, I think Rectiflicker should still be on the bottom floor, because it'll still see its harvest triggers down there. Another conscript that floor. Wing Spirit to just bring Puffball back up to full health is also going to be handy. Oh yeah, Gear Mask can go all the way to the top. Bloodthirsty Blade, start scaling it. I'll just throw Rod at the Mother's Amalgam. So sorry, Spear Steward. You went out. This Slacy is just not triggering. Yeah, I feel like additional capacity is essential like yesterday. Oh, I guess, yeah, the decay on TV's quite high. I was wondering, like, very surprised that we're actually, winning this. Anything I can get down that only has one additional turn to live is great. No, all of these have too much time. Just because it'll be a little bit more bold. I got one slay on the Bloodthirsty Blade. Spike of Legion, Propagate 2x, super useful. Tome of the Evergrowth. Also pretty good, I guess. I want the Spike of the Legion. Yeah. Big Sludge. Big Sludge behind Rectiflicker. Whatever I need to do to keep it safe in front. Yeah. Because it will harvest. It will. This is just... it is the case. This is not a guess. This is just the fact of the matter. It will trigger its harvest, just like Rectiflicker has been, off of every single mushroom death. I know that the Memorial Fund isn't doing that, but this one will. Oh, it's too late for this to give me the bonus as well, right? Your Pyre either randomly gains +7 or +7 health or damage. After each boss is defeated, gain an artifact that gives 1 energy, 1 draw, 2 capacity after the next 2 flying bosses are defeated. Or Solaris, gain 4 energy, reduce this amount by 1 each turn. The thing is, that doesn't say that it's in deployment, which is the only way that I would care. Yeah, and deployable energy has a different sign. It's not going to be in deployment. If it is in deployment, then I'm really sad about the decision I just made. Okay. There was an upgrade at the Merchant of Trinkets. Also enter with Burst 2 is certainly a problem, though. That said, Merchant of Trinkets Plus gives us the possibility of getting a... Oh, no, wait, it's immediately... Oh, God. It's probably too expensive for me, right? I'll go to the right. Yeah, it is. And it's the one I needed as well. Cruel fate. I was really hoping it was going to be in the second area, but it was the most, it was the leftmost one, so of course it wasn't going to be. I'll take the Jackstrips upgrade. 3 piercing damage to an enemy unit when it moves between floors, saves us from a lot of things. And Lightstone Casing spells get an extra upgrade slot. I could take that, but I think I might be better off saving my money. Shadow's Sheath. Stealth units when they slay. Or resin block when a friendly unit dies. Add +10 damage to that unit. We'll remove the final 2 stewards. And then Slacy can go on Big Sludge. I'm not even really going to be able to play Big Sludge for a while. I haven't got the space for it. I need an upgrade. Ugh. I feel like we are a little bit doomed. Just a little bit a lot doomed. Well, at least the Mother's Flagellant dies on that top line. Collecting that collector is a simple matter of those two. I don't really think Spike of the Legion's appropriate on anyone at the moment. I think Big Sludge actually is way more appropriate for the second line. So yay, it does get played. Permanent damage gain, woo! Unit that is willing to burn out and just add an additional troop, or add additional stacks to our troop. Handy, and then bottom line, Wing Spirit, full refresh of health. I kind of expected that the next line would be where we have to go for the kill. It's all okay though. Oh. I'm more than happy to do so, but I'm definitely not going to incant on the bottom line if I have no need. Thank you for helping me to stack these mushrooms higher. Wah. Okay, I'm actually going to do that because it guarantees Big Sludge is going to get the Slay. Ooh, Subsuming Blade or Mortal Entrapment. Mortal Entrapment's a lot of dazed for a boss. To invalidate them a lot. Bloodthirsty Blade's all the way up to 18 damage and 14 armor. Hell yeah. Subsuming Blade's pretty good for taking out my own units or even enemy units. But let's take that Mortal Entrapment first. Wax Cap, Fertile Ground, Grow Room. I'm not against Grow Room on the second floor. I mean, at least currently we have Rage on that floor. Empyrean Well. Yeah, I need money. Multi-strike and quick. I mean, that should be Sludge. Burnout on Green Recruit would be great. Love to see Endless on it as well. Strength Stone, not really that relevant. I'll probably end up re-rolling there, but let's look at the Merchant of Magic as well. Consume removal and -2 cost, great. Damn, I might end up duping another Mortal Entrapment here. It's such an important boss, like, control tool. Back to the Merchant of Steel, we'll roll. I was hoping for Endless. Yuck. Smidgestone turns up at the worst possible time. I'm gonna, oh gosh. I'm gonna Smidgestone the Spore Launcher, but if it turns up literally a moment earlier, the Big Sludge would be wearing this, and all of our floors would be different. I have exactly 105 left. I could get the Spike of the Legion upgrade to try and help us heal in fights. I'm not against it, and because of the Boiler Room, occasionally we have like a huge X value for that. This one, I feel like it really does need to be the Mortal Entrapment for helping me manage bosses. specifically flying bosses, such as maybe Miera the Dutiful, who applies Rage 3 to enemy units on shift. I wonder if it's just Rectiflick a big sludge, and then that's just where I put my morsels. Like, literally, I wonder if it's that, and then I just spawn troops down there. Yep. Bloodthirsty Blade, very early. Okay, now we got stuff going on. And Miera the Dutiful, by the way. Based. Actually, by the way, based. And if you don't think that fair, based. All of them burn out. Got more turns of days for the old boss. I do think my best play here is just Big Spike and Legion. Especially in terms of run value. Hell yeah. Oh no, both of them have burnout. One already on them, so if I reform them, they come back with 2 turns of burnout, so I won't be able to kill them in time. Unless they were already damaged, which they aren't. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna double daze the boss and then watch this go. Get him! Yeah. So, Rectiflicker doesn't really scale its harvest damage that high, which feels wrong. It feels wrong to me because it's level 3 of Rectiflicker before it actually beats a wickless Baron. But it does get a lot of health, which makes it a perfect wall for a unit that otherwise does get a lot of damage, but not much health. Bloodthirsty Blade is all the way up to armor 63 and 46 damage. That's great. Making that deployable is probably a next step for us. Additional deployment ember and additional energy per turn. Great. I do want capacity, but I'll take that. Unearthed treasure to pull back very occasionally. Squad leader, Wickless Baron, Paraffin Enforcer. It doesn't feel like any of these feel appropriate for this deck. I'm not going to have like a big stack for the fungi at any point. I've got 1 harvest floor and it's already got the right units. I'm not doing burnout stuff. Okay, we could have Sarge. Give it to a unit, celebrate, gain 1 upgrade slot and 10 health permanently. Units can have an upgrade slot, maximum 5 upgrade slots. That for Big Sludge, not bad. Although it can't wear both that and Slacy. Equilibrious. Ooh, at the end of your battle, each battle, if your deck is over 25 cards, then purge down to 25 cards after you purge a total of 7 cards, permanently remove, draw an additional each turn. Yes, please. Especially because I didn't get draw as my relic. And I have energy, which makes it easier. Okay, I want to get that last Merchant of Trinkets if I can. So we're going to go Lightforge and Pyramanes plus here. Random Flora is going to lose 3 capacity, which is going to be annoying. No, not Remnant Banner, definitely. I'll take Accumulator. And then I will take Dark Calling, giving us the ability to Crypt Call, perform 2 units. As for our Empyrean, well, I mean, the Mortal Entrapments have been absolutely doing it. I don't feel like another copy of Bloodthirsty Blade is necessary. If I had Endless on either the Entombed Explosive or Green Recruit, it would be my dupe. But no, absolutely, another Mortal Entrapment. Like, sincerely, it's often going to be the bosses that are the worst thing for me, preventing them from being able to resolve. Perfect. Front non-boss enemy in each wave gains Renoir 2, if you'd like. That's just more slays for me. Ridiculous. We got the blade immediately. Sadly, they are going to get to do some eating. I need additional capacity yesterday. I have no one to reform. Ooh. Big spike. Hey, I'm glad to see the Glutmus on the top line is actually dying. I was starting to get worried about that. I mean, I probably just use Rot to take out the enemy backline here. I don't want to risk the possibility I don't get it. Crit Call brings back 2 units already. Yeah, I want to go Unearth Treasure and then just play the Spawning Pod on bottom line. I think overall that'll be better for us. And then I just play the Spike if I manage to get back to it in time. It's not like I'm even missing health, so... Pretty much an unnecessary comparison to be making. Cool. Double Dreg, get him back. Throw him on that top line, along with a new Dreg. Watch them all die. Oh god, no, I have nowhere for them to go. Fine. Propagate to get some additional mushrooms on the bottom line. Yep. Pretty much exactly how I expected that one to go. Do I have any... Oh, cool. 5 gold, waiting to be on that floor. All I had to do is kill one of my own units. Bloodthirsty Blade needs to be deployable. I can't wait to get it. Too long. Memorial of the Melted, no. Memento Mori? Do you consider mushrooms to be friendly units? Do you? Because Memorial Fund doesn't. I'm going to take it just in case, because guess what? I can just remove it immediately if I need to. Sat 3, thank you. That's a great top line. Remove 7? No problem. Bye, Dreg. Goodbye, Dreg. Goodbye, Dreg. Goodbye, Dreg. Goodbye, Dreg. I do want those conscripts. My main source of spawn at the moment, so I don't want to remove those yet. I like green recruit and entombed explosive, and I can do more with them later than I'm currently doing. I think we are maybe past caring about rot that much, but I do still want some direct specific damage. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cut the Memento Mori I just put in the deck. That's fine, it's gonna... I cut one more card and then I get to draw extra cards. I don't super care about the grow room either. So, can Equilibrius trigger the +1 draw only once or multiple times? What's up with that? Unstable Vortex is really hard to take now because I can't remove them. I've not got 2 cards left that I want to remove. Going to Legion Banner with Cluster Kernel, absolutely. Equalizing Rings? That's a lot of damage for Rectiflicker. God, all of the mortal entrapments on the first turn before the enemy has taken any damage. That doesn't seem like a good. I'm gonna play 2 cards for nothing just so that I can draw. Well, at least I did draw a card that I can play. Oh no, I need fungi to die before I can heal the prickly puffball. Got the green recruit on top line, and then bottom is just how many fungi can I get down there? Equalizing rings for a bunch of damage on that bad boy. Big propagate stack, I think, is probably the right time for it. And so every turn you are gorging, gaining rage, and lowering the capacity of my floor. Alternatively, never do that again, please. When I said never again, I want you to know I did mean never. All of those moldeds have no trigger anymore because Rectiflicker is enough to get back all of the units that die. It's probably time to remove those moldeds from the deck then. Alright, the boss is dazed for the next 16 turns. So I think we might have this. I know it's only 5, literally only 5 gold's difference, but I can use one of these to take out one of those. And actually, let's take out that. There we go. 10 gold's difference. Oh, I could have reformed and then played both of them actually as well to get another 10 because they would have had burnout 1. We got the capacity. Thank you. So with the capacity, I think it's also slot Spore Launcher on the bottom line. Prickly Popball is just there to distract bosses. No Wax and Spike. Hallowed Halls, no. Maybe. I'd only use it to farm money from Memorial Fund. But yeah, there's use in that. No. Look at. Absolutely not. Units gain +4/+8 for every 10 cards you have in your deck. I don't. Gorgon, Slay, +2 capacity. Friendly units gain +10 damage. +2 damage and +4 health. Oh, on a spell. Hallowed Halls? I think I take... Oh, I've got rerolls. Never mind. Sparky. Pyre gains 1/2 permanently when your champion kills... Yeah, my champion does kill, but it's not that important. And champions gain damage when the Pyre kills a unit. That's not that common either. Mean Mug. Gain Avarice 12. Celebrate. Gain Avarice 5 permanently. I feel like it's probably a little late for Mean Mug to really Mean Mug this run. Grump 2. Revenge. Gain 1 damage permanently. Strike. Gain 2 health permanently. Oh, just imagine that on a Knuckle Brawler. Solaris, maybe? Yeah, give me Solaris. Just seems kind of uncomplicated. We'll cut... I don't want to cut all of the Moldeds, I don't think. Actually, no. With Crypt Caller available every turn, it's cut all the Moldeds. No choice but to head to Lilith now. Empyrean Well with Merchant of Magic Plus, I think, is important. Because the Merchant of Magic Plus gives you, like, as I understand it, ridiculous upgrades. So a ridiculously upgraded card, and then duping it. Yeah. -4 cost, gain consume. -2 cost intrinsic? Oh, that's 100% spawning pod. Holy Stone's not that relevant. Smolder Stone, I could just throw that on Rot. +10 magic power, doesn't really matter to anything. Reroll. Spell Chain, I'm so glad to see you. So, Spell Chain that spawning pods. Double stack Rot? Maybe. Straight up throw -2 to the cost of Hallowed Halls. Then I'm going to dupe the spawning pod. And I'll save my money for the next area, because Merchant of Trinkets Plus, I think it is. Yeah, that's great. Those units just die to Jack Strips, which is a big amount of the reason that we take Jack Strips so liberally. Woof. Rude! It lowered the capacity of the bottom floor? Why did it have to do it on the bottom floor? You butt! You butt! You knave! Spawned a big pod. Them all getting a bunch of health on the bottom line isn't great. Not too much I can do about that, though. I am so lucky that this Bloodthirsty Blade's been showing up as early as it has. It's just been remarkably consistent. Active Flicker is already ridiculous. I don't really want to kill the Prickly Puffball on top if I can avoid it. Yeah, I mean, the deck is now purely just ridiculous cards, but I don't really have the ability to play them. At least by the time units get to the second floor, like... You know, they've already taken some damage, courtesy of the jackstrip, so they are ready to mortal and trap if I want to do that, even though clearly do not. Probably should have just played Hallowed Halls on the top floor this turn, actually. Because if I'm just collecting money, like, it is way more efficient to do it on top. Especially because then half you die again immediately. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, lads. Just want to make sure they kill at least one stack of my units so I can get my additional 5. If I have to sack the bottom line, then Crushing Demise is really good. Let's kill a random unit down there. Resin Removal's not bad either, because there's actually Resin Removal, because there's things that I otherwise won't be able to remove. Pandemic? If you didn't add a copy to the discard pile, I'd be more interested. Give me Mushroom Cloud, I think. I could use Truffles to give weapons to everyone as well, because you just play it, reform it if you need to, but nope. Now, though, that we've got this spawning pod set up at the very start, and we've got a cluster kernel on the same line, I can start removing Eager conscripts. It's probably not the removal side for us. Hell's Flame. Should probably take it anyway. Attuned Whetstone. Ugh. Equalizing Rings is not yet deployable. I need to make it deployable so that the Whetstone pulls the Bloodthirsty Blade into my opening hand as well. It puts units gained armor 10. Honestly, not bad compared to the amount of money I have. Limbo Solace, draw an additional card per turn. Thank you. Your first spell played each turn has a -1 cost for every 15 cards in your deck. Non-batting units have deployable? I have a lot of energy right now. I can make non-batting units deployable. Nope. That one's money. way too late. That one's money. Especially because I just have to purge them after this fight anyway, and they'd become money then. Anyone else need to change any of their else? I guess I should change this to being on a unit that's actually standing on the bottom line, so Buster Colonel in case it's relevant. At least we'll have the ability to remove Witherbloom from our units. We can set up on the bottom line as well, because we have everything we need for it. Can't really do damage to anyone yet. Enemies don't have buffs, and I don't have debuffs, so we have nothing to remove either. Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely start with Big Spike the Legion. Right? Oh no, because then I won't be able to play a lot of the other cards. Just won't have the energy. Okay. Rectiflicker, bring back these two and play them. I could have hollowed holes as well, but it's not really going to make that floor better than it is right now, I don't think. And 14 more troops for our bottom, please. Okay, we've got our resin removal. Beautiful. Unearthed Treasure should get us back 2 cards by this point, and does. Just Hallowed Halls the top line anyway. I mean, what an opportunity. Even though I was already on full health. Giant heal for the fun guy. Got a resin remove. Keep the enemy incapable of doing anything. I don't want that malaise, and I definitely don't want that Witherbloom. Yeah, actually, we're already doing okay. Wait. Yeah, there's no infested stacks anywhere, so we don't even need to worry about that. No, none of those are necessary. Just have to remove them anyway, so just give me the money. Save again. Every time you draft a card, gain a second copy. Your player gains 4 health for each card in your deck. Easy Bub. Purge this card. Deal damage to your pyre equal to 10% of its current health. What? Oh, your pyre's current health. Yeah. And then draw 3 cards and apply -1 cost. I don't really need to lower the size of my deck. Warborn. Draw +1 for each floor that has enemy units on it at turn end. I'm already drawing 7, but I don't have a problem with that. Draw an additional during each turn of Relentless. Yeah. Alright, Live Mother. Just straight into the fight. Live Mother gains Infested 2 on Harvest. Thankfully, I believe that is a buff that we can remove. Also, the Bloodthirsty Blade we got on the first turn. Very happy with that. Oh no, Unearthed Treasure would see 5 cards in the Exhaust pile after I played the Spike at Legion, not before though. I don't really respect my second floor, so I'm actually kind of okay with letting Life Mother just like waltz right through it. I shouldn't be. Because, like, literally, how far out of my way do I have to go to solve it? Done. It's solved. That's how far. Excuse me? Life cannot be stopped, says Life Mother. Oh, on team turn. Triggers when this team starts fighting. On turn, lose dazed 5. Right, got it. So I'm gonna have to daze you 6 to keep you dazed for a single turn. So be it. If propagating you right now would propagate your daze, I would do it, but it doesn't. So yeah, this is just as many of those as I can have, please. I was also largely influenced by the fact the enemy has burst. Don't anymore. Right. Mortal entrapment. Mortal entrapment. Mortal entrapment. Mortal entrapment. Okay, so on your team's turn, you will lose 5 of your 12 dazed. And I'm pretty sore about it. Also, I'm removing infested from you, so no more damage for you. Okay. Alright, 15 turns a day, so you'll be down to 10 by the end of this turn. You've got a lot of infested and regen on you. I'll remove all that. Hit him with Spike of Legion, let him go. Alright, 21 turns of dazed. I've just an inkling this might be going well. Keep reforming that floor for no reason, because I can. God, I'm so happy Big Sludge turned up when it did. Oh, imagine trying to do this without it. I'm glad I brought enough days for everyone. I'd have hated you to miss out, Light Mother. Despite you burning through 6 stacks of days each turn, I'm applying 12 consistently. Oh, this relentless phase is going to be ridiculous. Oh, there we go again. And that'll do it. Big Rector Flicker, big Sludge. I mean, this was also so much the Bloodthirsty Blade with 250 damage and 450 armor. I can't necessarily claim that Sprout did almost anything for us, but that's okay. Green Recruit was also here. I mean, we had this whole second line that, like, they were okay and helpful at the very start of the game, but very quickly, those easily could have just been cut from the deck and not played. The Merchant of Magic upgrade as well. Gimme is the... I mean, Spell Chain was a lucky hit, so was Intrinsic, technically, but, like... Getting both of those, then being able to dupe it, starting to have, like, consistent spawn for a stack on turn 1, having Cluster Kernel, the unit, not the soul, but unit turn up, so I had the ability to also get additional consistency, spawning for the sake of Rector Flicker and Big Sludge's harvests, just works so damn well. And this is also my fastest Soul Savior run, I think. Because we're clocking in at about an hour here. Part of the reason that I was a little hesitant to record a lot of Soul Savior runs is because I had a lot of recording to do in that period of time, and if the episode is suddenly double the length, oh boy. That's tough stuff. But now that I'm getting much more familiar with the mechanics and things like that, it's feeling much easier to navigate. Of course, this is still in bloom. Hopefully we made a lot of progress to a lot of our different souls in this run. We unlock Dipper and Metamind. Gonna wait for all of these to unlock before I go. Ooh, we've max leveled some of our stuff. I didn't think that had happened for a while. Oh wow, we really didn't unlock that many things. Okay, Dipper. Unit? Yeah, unit. Summon. Apply 50% of this unit's buff stacks to friendly units. On summon. Interesting. Metamind. When played, add 1 upgrade slot to the spell that you equip. This spells have a maximum of 5 upgrade slots. Cool. Grump. This is just now 2 damage, 2 health permanently. Please give me a Knuckle Brawler run with Grump 3. Lil Cap 3. Units gain plus 6 damage, plus 12 health for every 10 cards you have in your deck. I mean, I do like the idea of intentionally choosing a thick run. Lil Cap and thick. Heartbreaker. Gain Fragile. Extinguish. Apply Fragile to the non-boss enemy unit that killed it. Yeah, I'm certain you can do cool stuff with that, but I'm certainly also less excited about it. We have a win streak for the Spring Cup. Maybe we increase that in the next episode? I haven't decided yet. Let's head back to the Rift Station, though. 10 more souls to unlock until we have some more dialogue. So instead, I'll cut to the end screen, and you know what? I think I will do Soul Savior next episode. Until then, though, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thank did. A special thanks to this episode to Nick Starfield. Hopefully, you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.